Hello everyone, welcome to part 163 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel. So we are going to continue working on the PayUmoney payment gateway, and in this video we are going to work on the transaction status API. Okay, so why we are going to integrate this API? First of all, we are going to check out. Okay, so see, if you have made the payment with the PayUmoney, okay, we have done with PayPal as well earlier, and if you made the payment with PayUmoney, and after making the payment, suppose the website stops working or your internet stops working. Okay, so due to some reason you have made the payment and the amount is deducted from your bank, but it is not reflecting here. Thanks page not come here in the website. Here if you will check, see the last order, that status is paid, and see the status at the PayUmoney and is also the paid. Okay, and if we will convert the status to new, back to new. Okay, I'm going to convert the status back to new, but this is actually paid at PayUmoney end. Okay, so see if the status is not showing as paid, if you will check in your user account as well, like you will go to orders and you will check the status and it's not paid. Okay, you can check the status here, and we will show the status here. Yeah, here it is new, but it is not the paid status, and also thanks page not come to you, email also not come to you. So in that case, we require the transaction API that will check, that will keep on checking. We will schedule this API to run every half an hour. Okay, so it will keep on checking that if any order that is not, that status is new or pending, that status is pending at our end, we can update the status to pending as well. Pending looks good. Okay, so with every prepaid order we can update the status to pending. Okay, so the status is pending at our end, at the website end, but the payment has actually made at the payment gateway. The user amount already deducted from the bank, so at that time this API comes into role, and it will update the status. We able to update the status of the user if the payment is actually paid at the PayUmoney, at the payment gateway. Then we will update the status within half an hour, and will send the email, some kind of intimation to the user, so that the user will get relaxed. User will relax that his payment has been made and successfully his order has been placed. Okay, so this is the reason that why we are going to integrate PayUmoney payment gateway. And I have already made one blog on it. Okay, you can just check it. Okay, so here I have explained everything. You can open this URL. I have given in video description as well. In basic e-commerce series as well, I have given this URL, but this video is better because there were few issues, but in this video we will not face that kind of issues. Okay, so you can just follow this one, and this API we are going to add. Okay, in our website, this will provide by the PayUmoney. So this is the API. You need to copy this API. This is the curl API provided by the PayUmoney itself. Okay, so only thing we need to change the order ID here. Okay, to check the status of the order, so in this API we are going to check the status of the order of last 5 orders. Like we can check for last 5 order status. We will run to check the last 5 prepaid PayUmoney orders, and those we are going to check, and will if any order status is not match, then we are going to update. Like the status is pending at our end, like suppose if the status is pending at our end, then we are going to make it paid. Okay, so let's start. I hope that it is clear to you that why we are going to integrate this API. This API is really crucial. Okay, so I will open PayUmoney where we are adding all the API, but here you can see we have added the PayUmoney routes inside the auth. but this one we will add outside the auth, because if it we will add inside the auth, then we can't schedule it half an hour. So we are going to add outside the auth, like here we can add. Okay, so we will add here like pay you money. One thing to note here, that this PayPal IPN also we can bring outside the auth, if in case it will be in trouble, because it's inside the auth you can also bring it outside. Okay, so right now we are bringing the pay you money outside the auth. Okay, because we are not sure that if it will run inside the auth or not. Okay, let's make it inside the auth itself, and if it will find trouble, then make it outside the auth. Okay, so pay you money transaction API, transaction status API. First we are going to do for single order, to check for the single order, route get API. We are going to make pay you money verify, and see here we are going to pass ID as optional. If we will pass ID here, then we are going to check for the single order, and if we will not pass the ID, then we are going to check for the last few orders. Okay, so we are going to pass ID as optional parameter here, pay you money. So in this advanced ecom series, we are going to do this pay you money API in a better way, in more advanced way. Okay, more clean, more helpful. Okay, so in basic e-commerce series we have the different API for single and multiple, but now we are going to make one API only, the single function. Okay, there were two functions, so this is the better way to do it. Okay, if you have already watched the basic e-commerce series and seen the pay you money API there, and then you will feel that how we are going to do this in a better way. Okay, so here I have made the mistake, pay you money verify. Okay, I'm going to make it pay you money verify like this. Sorry. Okay, so this is the URL, this is the controller where we are going to add pay you money verify function. Okay, so this function we are going to add in pay you money controller, add the last public function pay you money verify, and here we are going to pass $id as null, because ID may come or may not come. So inside this we are going to copy the API that we are having here, right from here to here. Okay, this is to check the single order. Okay, we are just going to paste it like this, and here instead of we are going to pass the dynamically or order ID we are going to pass dynamically. Okay, rest everything will remain the same. So now we can check for the single order, like for this 39 order ID we are going to check for this order ID. I am going to run pay you money verify, then order ID 39, and here you can see the complete details are coming, and here you can see success and captured. Status is success and unmapped status is captured, so it means that it is successful at the pay you money end, but it is showing as pending at our end. If you will see in admin, we have updated it to pending. Okay, so now now here we need to update the status to paid. Okay, so we are checking in the API, it is showing as paid, it is showing as successful, so so we are going to convert its status. Okay, so this is the role of this API, and here we can check in brief that what we have done. key and salt the PayUmoney will provide you. Dummy key and salt we are adding, like we have added while the integration of PayUmoney. Okay, so this is the syntax that the provided by the PayUmoney, and this is the curl request that provided by the PayUmoney. You need to keep it same like this. Okay, and make sure that here you can send your current order ID for which you want to check the status. Okay, so here the final response from curl, whatever response will come, here we are checking its response, and here we are getting everything. Okay, so after this one we are going to check if the order is successful, then we are going to convert its status. Okay, so for that also we have this code. Okay, so we can copy this code as well, that is really helpful for us. Okay, so this is the code that will help. This is the multiple code. Okay, from this I can just copy this one that will help us to execute that the payment is actually captured or not. Okay, so yeah, just make sure that okay, soon to be fine. So this is the for each condition. Okay, so see, in this condition if the payment is success and captured, okay, this condition itself provided by the PayUmoney as well. So you need to add this for each loop here, and if the payment is success as well as captured, and at our end, we are going to check the order at our end as well. Okay, we can do one thing. We can here check like this, get order details. Okay, so here we are going to check like dollar order equal to order where ID dollar ID first. Okay, so now we can able to check order status is cancelled, or we can say it is okay, so it is payment cancelled. Then we are going to update the status to paid. Okay, we can do the payment captured as well. If the payment fail, then also we are going to update to paid. Okay, if the status is new, then also we are going to update it to paid. Okay, and one more, if the status is pending, okay, then also we are going to update the status to paid. Okay, so this is the status that we are having right now, pending, and it will convert to paid if the status is pending. Okay, and suppose if the status is not payment captured, if the status is paid itself, order status is paid. Okay, so see, in else condition what will happen? See, in else means, else is like if the status from the PayUmoney end is not success and not captured, so it means the status at the PayUmoney end is cancelled or failed. Okay, so the status at website end is paid, then we need to make the status, update the status to payment cancelled. Okay, so even if the status is new, then again we are required to make the status to payment cancelled. Okay, so this is vice versa. Okay, either the status at PayUmoney end is paid, and the status, see, there are two things you need to note in for PayUmoney. We are going to test it like this. Okay, see, this is the transaction status API. So what is there are two things. One is the PayUmoney, and one is the website. We can write like the PayUmoney status, website status. Okay, so suppose PayUmoney status is paid. First status is PayUmoney status is paid, and here website status is suppose website status is pending. Okay, so this one scenario is this one. This is the case one in which we are going to update the website status to paid. Okay, so our status depends upon PayUmoney status. See, we can never update the status of PayUmoney, but we need to update the status of website according to PayUmoney. Okay, so here see, with transaction status API, we will get the exact payment status from PayUmoney payment gateway and update the same at website end. Okay, it is clear. So see, if the status is paid, then we are going to update the status from pending to paid. Okay, this is one scenario. And if the status is fail at PayUmoney status, and if the status is paid at website status, then again we need to update the status to fail, to payment fail. Okay, at the website end. Okay, so here what we need to update to website. Here we can write like update to website. Okay, so here what we are going to do, here see, whatever status is coming from the PayUmoney update to website, here we are going to update to paid, and here we are going to update to fail. Okay, so the status we are going to update to paid and fail according to the PayUmoney status. Okay, so this is the thing that we are going to do in PayUmoney. Here I have explained you so that it will be clear to you. Okay, so now come back to this one. So now here status is paid at PayUmoney end. I will remove the die from here and will expect the status to change here. Okay, so let's see, status must be updated to paid after running this API. So let's see, I'm going to run this API like this, run away. Okay, now I'm going to check here, refresh. Here the status must be paid. Refresh here, see the status converted to paid. Okay, so we able to update the status to paid back to paid with this API. Now see, we are just doing for single order. Okay, but we will not run the API like this. We will just run the API like this, only this one, PayUmoney/verify. Here the localhost link will not come, here your website URL will come. Okay, so this one we will schedule to run after have every half an hour to, and we'll check the last 5 PayUmoney orders that their status is exactly same, okay or not. Okay, and if the status is not same, then we are going to update the status. Okay, so see, now we are going to check here this one. So I'm going to convert this PayUmoney API, we will add the for each loop. Okay, so here I'm going to modify this API. We'll do like this. First of all, we are going to will add the query here to get the orders. Okay, so here I will do like this, if checking for one order. Okay, for single order, if checking for single order, because we are going to make this API both for single and multiple. If checking for single order means $ID is coming, $ID is greater than 0, or $ID is not equal to empty. Okay, suppose $ID is greater than 0. Okay, and here we will add the else. In else, we will write here else. We are going to do like this. Okay, so if checking for multiple orders, get last 5 PayU money orders. So if we are checking for single order, then we will write here orders equal to order. Here we will add the where condition, where ID $ID like this, and we will give it simple get like this. Okay, and if we are checking for the multiple, okay, I'm going to copy this one and we'll add more conditions for it. Here we can add the condition inside. Okay, so now here we are going to check not this one, we are going to check the payment gateway. Payment gateway must be PayU money. PayU money. Okay, so we are going to take the last 5 orders only, and I am going to add order by, so that we will start at the latest order we are going to pick. Okay, here we are going to take it like ID descending like this. Okay, so now we are going to pick the orders. Okay, so here this is the way. Okay, fine. Now after this we will add the for each loop. Here for each loop here will come, and here we will pass this orders order like this. Okay, so this complete API we will move inside that loop. Okay, so then I'm going to do like this. Okay, so now this one I will completely move up till here. I am going to move it here. Like this. Fine. Okay, so here we need to pass order ID. We will pass like this order ID. Okay, and whereas we are using the order ID here as well, so here we are not required to fetch the order ID again because we are already having. We will remove this from here, and we are here it is fine. Order status that will come fine. Order ID is fine. Okay, so rest of the things are fine. Okay, so now we are going to run the API without passing the ID. We are going to run this API, so we'll hope that it will convert the status to paid. Okay, so I'm going to check the status once again, and here the status is paid. I'm going to manually update the status to pending once again. Here the status is paid, that we have converted with the API last time, so I am going to again convert it to pending. Okay, so let's see, the status is pending here as well. Okay, the status is pending here as well. So I'm going to run this API that we have just added. So it is going to check the last 5 PayU money order, means all these last 5 PayU money order. It is going to check the status is new for all other, but it is not paid. Okay, so that is fine, but the status of this order is paid actually at the PayU money end, so it is going to update this one. It must update. So let's see, I'm going to run this one. So we can do one more thing here. You can do some echo here to check that this API has updated the status of this particular order. That thing you can do if you want to do. Okay, simple enough. Like if the status is updating to paid from payment cancel, then you can give it here. Like if we are updating the status to paid here, we can simply give like echo this order ID payment status updated to okay, so simple enough, paid. That done. And here okay, so you can simply give here. So now see, so I'm going to run this one. So let's see 39 payment status updated to paid. See 39, you can give it like 39 order ID, like this, payment status updated to paid. Okay, so now we can check here the status updated to paid everywhere. Okay, with the help of the API we have updated to status to paid. Okay, it is keep checking all other status. See, all the status are paid. See now, see it converted all the status here because the orders of all the status are paid at the PayUmoney end. Okay, so see now it is clear to you that if the status is paid at the PayUmoney end, it is going to update the status for all the orders. Okay, so that we have done. Now one more thing we will do here, like one more change we are going to do in products controller. Make sure that we will update the status to pending if case that is the PayUmoney or PayPal order. Okay, so we are going to see in case of COD, payment method is COD, that is fine. And here one more thing we are going to do here, the order status in case of COD is we will keep it like new, and in case of prepaid order we are going to make the status like pending, because we never know that the user payment is done or not. So we can give this order status here instead of this one. New, we will give the order status like this. Okay, so like if we are going to make one more order, like if I will make one more order here, suppose this one, PayUmoney, place order. So here see it is going to payment gateway, PayUmoney payment gateway. Now here if I will refresh, you can see the status is pending. Okay, because the user have not made the status, so not converted the status so far, so its status is pending. Once the user made the payment from PayUmoney, and then we are going to update the status from pending to paid. Okay, so we are going to show the status as pending initial time, and with the help of API we are going to check for its status from time to time. Okay, so in next video we will update our PayUmoney code online live. Okay, and after that we are going to we are going to schedule this PayUmoney status API live online. Okay, so that it will run every half an hour to check for the status and will update it. Okay, so that thing we are going to do in next video, so stay tuned for that. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.